quick review. Hello, Smite fans. The balance is scheduled to go live on Tuesday, Wednesday, July 15th. So that's when this patch will be going live. Fixed greater sprint having outdated passive text. Who cares? An error, corrected an error in player training favor. Fixed a referral crash. Fantastic. Gameplay Gold Fury. We initially lowered the value on Gold Fury to limit the snowballing. Blah, 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 blah. We still like this direction, but wanted to bring it a little back. Instead of Gold Fury starting at 100 plus 10, it's 150 plus 10. This is good. This means that, like, 5 minutes in the game, the Gold Fury is giving 200 instead of 150. That's a big difference. Getting 1,000 gold for your entire team of 5 minutes is going to be really important. That in combination with this next change is going to be very interesting. Tier 3 Hog now does 1,000 truce damage instead of 900. So it's a little bit easier to secure objectives. It's a little bit more effective earlier in the game. Gold Fury now gives a little bit more gold earlier in the game. Using Hog, you can probably do a very early Gold Fury. Get your team about 1,000 gold at 5 minutes. That's very important. That could be a combo that we see happen very often. We could see more Hogs come out. Still maybe don't necessarily need it level 1, but it still doesn't affect late game stealing objectives. Late game stealing objectives is still going to be pretty much luck based because it's only 1,000, right? All it does is change a little bit the early game, trying to do it in combination with getting more gold, Fury gold. Heartseeker do more, now round up and losing half stacks on death to a minimum on 1. I guess that's okay. I mean, you get a little bit better, right? You get a little bit. So if you have 7 stacks, now you have 4 instead of 3 when you die. Whatever. They still suck, don't get them, but like, whatever. Nox. Nox silenced herself while channeling Shadow Locks. We wanted to give her some options to defend herself. She can now use actives that do not use a targeter. This includes Sprint, Purification Beads, and Aegis. Shadow Lock. Fix an issue where this ability would cast twice. You can now use instant cast active items while channeling the ability, and it's no longer affected by crowd control reduction as long as Nox is still channeling. This is all important. This is all good stuff, right? All good stuff. Chang'e. Increase speed for the rabbit. Shorten the time he takes to purchase items. Now, that may not sound like a big change, but as far as I'm concerned, that's the best thing I've ever heard of. I love me some Chang'e. I love me some Chang'e middle. I love me some double starter item. All that means is I'm going to be getting more Chang'e because I get my items faster, so I'm more effective earlier. I am totally down with that change. I like it. Flurry of Acorns. Corrected rank 1 Flurry of Acorns cooldown from 8 seconds to the desired 12 seconds. Corrected rank 1 cooldown from... So it was only 8 seconds, now it's 12-second cooldown. That's a nerf to Ratataskar. Not a huge nerf, but a good, but you know, probably needed, you know. He's still too strong. So, what really matters, the beef of this patch, right? That was it, except for this last little change. So what really matters in this patch, they're changing Ravana, boys, and they pretty much are doing everything that we said to do, me and Divios in our video together, right? His passive got increased from 7.5 to 10% per stack from a max of 60 to 80. That means his 1 is going to pop you in the face. In the face. Basic attacks. Updated the chain to correctly reflect the listed time. Overhead kick. Ravana using the skill wisely is a large part of the kit, but in many cases we were seeing the skill interrupted early. We want to increase the reward for using the skill. He is now crowd control immune during this ability. That's all I've ever wanted. I could have lived with just that change. That makes basically the skill is Chang'e 2 that does a little bit of damage. It's so nice. It's so nice to be able to use it to avoid damage completely now. That's a huge change. Another huge change. Shadow Fist. 10-hand Shadow Fist got cooldown reduced from 18 to 15 seconds, as well as healing changed from percentage to deal a flat heal per flat heal. I like that change as well. Up to 60 at the end for flat heal. Fantastic. And his ultimate, oh, the shield now scales in damage reduction from 40 to 60% for 5 seconds. And it doubles your current passive stacks upon firing, dude. So good. I love all of these changes. Ravana is going to be a fun character now that should be able to do things and really get in your face and do damage and root you and get up in there with heavy hammer and pop you and slow you. And then boom, he pops his one and it did a ton of damage. And then he ulties and he goes, blah, and the ulti still doesn't do damage, but now you take like no damage from it. Yes. Now he's a good character. Now he's going to be fun and good at the same time. So I'm pretty psyched for that change. It's going to be fantastic. It's going to be good stuff. And that's it for the patch. That's all there is. I don't know what that is, but it's there. So, anyway, now we